I want to talk about permanent change. How some people can achieve this easily. They can change themselves and become totally different person, and how the other person is struggling to do that. They promise themselves that they want to do certain things, and then after a few months they stop doing that and back to their old habits. So what is the secret behind this of people who can do it easily? And the secret is they're following the correct sequence. They're using the correct flow chart, and it start at correct beginning. So the first point about this talk is where we want to start at, which is the most important thing, is start changing who you are. If you become a new person, for example, if you don't label yourself as a drinker, you won't drink anymore. But if you no if you're labeling yourself as a drinker, you will drink. But if you label yourself, for example, like a runner, you will run consistently. You avoid unhealthy foods because it can impact your stamina, something like that. And when we change about who we are as a person, we can easily do all that kind of things, all that things that we want. But first thing, we need to go deep into ourselves, and also make sure that we are discarding the part of us that who we don't want to be. So if we can do that, then everything will become easier. And also, this is from a spiritual side of it. When we be that person, right? When we are so aware and so joyful, we always asking ourselves question: what would joy do? What would gratitude do? So we asking what all this beautiful emotion will do, and then we try to do that. We become that person. The world will show us, reflects the things that coming from all these emotions, and everything is will be positive. Even sometimes things that is inconvenience happen or unfortunate, but because you have this joy, you can enjoy it no matter what. You're using all your energy to learn from that. For example, if you're stuck in traffic jam, you're late for 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes after you saw there's a accident on the side of the road. And then because you're and then if you as a being already felt that gratitude, you will grateful that you're stuck in traffic jam, so you're not involved in the accidents, you are safe. That's the way we look at it as being. The second point is I want to talk about the sequence of it. Like I've mentioned before, we need to follow this uh, logical sequence. So it start with being, we be who we want to be, and then after we complete all this, we be that person, and then everything will be easier. Which is the next one is thinking, and then the next one is speaking. We speak like that person, and then we acting like that person. So every time everything now become effortless. It is it is truly just who we are. We're not using too much willpower or disciplines, which people think it is that way, but it's not the case. It's we do that because that's who we are. So that's why it's very important here to always be aware of who we are being at certain period on a daily basis, to monitor so that we're not making mistake. The next one is I want to talk about using the habit to our advantage. Like I mentioned before, become aware, because habit can work against us. when we're doing the habits, there is error in judgment. For example, instead of reading a book, you playing video games. There's nothing wrong with playing video game once in a while, but if you do that every day, then it become uh, it's not a productive thing. You're wasting a lot of time, and it can end up in everlasting failure. And these two things, as you can see, reading a book is quite uncomfortable at first, but it will be uncomfortable later once you train yourself to be a reader, and then your brain wants to do that. But when you instead choosing to play video games, it's really comfortable at first, at the beginning, but after quite some time it'll be uncomfortable, because after a few years you look back and see, I haven't made a lot of significant progress. That's when we regret it, and it's too late now when it started to compound it. So that's why, back to the point I've mentioned before, we be that person, and then always monitor ourselves to do things that is, even it's uncomfortable at first, do that. And sometimes a lot of things, it is easy to do, but also easy not to do. When we persist, we can see significant progress along the way. And as a conclusion, to get to the permanent change, always remember to be that person who you want to be, and everything will unfold it to you. It will give you a results, provided that you're you become a new person that can help it but attract all of those things. And to move to the more spiritual side of it, it's like we tune our energy to the potential that we have in the quantum field out there. It's already existed. It's like a radio. The music is always playing, but the moment we tune the frequency to the correct channel, then we can hear that music. So it's the same thing about our potential, about what we can achieve. It's already there in the quantum fields. Now we want to be that person. We want to match to that frequency so that it will come to us. Thank you.